All right, guys, gonna be here with my comic reviews this week. I got to do Wild Ends #1. This is actually a book by Dan Abnett, who, if you guys do not know, he actually pretty much restarted the Guardians of the Galaxy with Andy Lanning when they got to where they are now, with Star-Lord on the team and Groot and Rocket and all that stuff. He restarted that. He did Annihilation. He's done a lot of great books for Marvel, a lot of great retellings on certain things. He's just a really good writer in general, and this book, I feel, actually really shows that off really well. It's kind of like a Fantastic Mr. Fox feel, where they're anthropomorphic. You know, it's a dog that's like an old Navy dude, and it's all kind of like in England, like an old countryside-esque feel to it, and that's kind of where they are. The one thing about it was you don't get too much of the story, of the backstory necessarily, but it feels really fleshed out. There's a lot to it. There's a lot going on. It's all very quaint and quiet and small, and like at the end of the book there was like a little, not a clipping, but like a couple pages from like the local newspaper, which I always like things like that. So it kind of gave it the feel of, this is going to sound really weird, but it gave it the feel of the village from Hot Fuzz, to where there's stuff that's going on. It's like that. There's the people that kind of run the town and do their thing and whatever, and they're trying to, like, you know, include the newer people into it. Nothing after that, it's nothing like Hot Fuzz. I'm just saying the setting of it, it felt like that, but it was a lot more quaint, and there is some crazy shiza going down, which it starts off with, kind of goes into it, and that's what I liked about it, is that it's building the story up, but it's not giving you everything right now. It's making you want to know and learn and figure it out. And this threat, this thing that shows up, is actually pretty interesting. The way it, I don't know what to think of it. I mean, it looks like a really cool invasion story, pretty much, to give a little bit away. But definitely really cool. And if you like a little more talky, if you want to take a little break from crazy action, I would say this is definitely a book that I would suggest now. And if you do want something like that, it'll probably show up later on. I mean, there's no way they're setting up certain things and certain characters, giving them certain backstories, if they weren't going to pay off into like an action issue eventually, or something to do with some crazy stuff going on. That's one thing I really enjoyed about this book. Artwork was really good as well. I mean, it looks like a cartoon, not in a bad way, not in a, oh my god, this is the greatest comic book I've ever read, but it looked really good. It carried through what it needed to carry through. I'm really excited for this. I want to see where this goes, so I'm going to give this 4.5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
Hey guys, Brandon from Nerdlocker here, and if you like the review you just saw, why don't you check out some more of our reviews over here, right on the side, through the magic of editing.